Hello guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video, and I'm here to give you my thoughts on X-Men Dark Phoenix. I came back from seeing the movie about 3 hours ago actually. Man, I was up all night. It's been a huge busy day today, filled with so many awesome things. Let's see. Um I don't know if I want to get too much into it, but I finally finished the script for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I still have every intention of releasing that on June 30th, by the way. Um, I saw Dark Phoenix, of course. I got my Spider-Man Far From Home ticket, and I had KFC for dinner, along with Sprite as the drink. So today was an amazing day, and I couldn't be happy with today, honestly. Um, and just now, am I getting around to the first of a couple videos that I'm doing today. Um, and that is, of course, my Dark Phoenix, X-Men Dark Phoenix Thoughts video. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I heard about all the things, the production problems that went on with this film. Um, and it definitely lowered my excitement for it. I mean, I wasn't really like, the more I heard about this film, the less I was looking forward to it, honestly. But the closer it got to release date, even though a lot of reviews were trashing this film, I was still, honestly, I got excited for this film. I don't know how, honestly. And I saw it today, and you know what? I really enjoyed Dark Phoenix. I honestly really did. Now, is it on the Avengers Endgame level of epicness? No, not even close. Is it like the perfect movie? No, it's far from perfect. But dang, I'll be danged if I didn't say I didn't have a blast watching this film, because I honestly really did. I had a blast watching this film. There weren't many people seeing it, uh, which actually there actually was more people seeing it today than I thought there would be. There was only 6 people who saw it, including me, and I got to sit next to this nice old man, so that was all good with me. And there was this couple there, and there was this other couple there, but it was all good, and it's nice that some people went to see it. And this was literally the only session, the only showtime at my cinema that I go to. Yeah, and yeah, like I said, I was up all night, so I'm kind of shocked I didn't fall asleep or anything. I got tired, I will admit, only not because I was bored, because I wasn't. I was very much entertained watching this film in cinemas. I did get tired. Like I said, not a perfect movie. It's not on the level of The Godfather or Avengers Endgame, but man, I really liked it. I might I loved it, honestly. You know, and I love it more than most people who have seen this film, because this film is struggling so hard at the box office, and that breaks my heart. I wish it was making more money at the box office. And I really wanted. I'm really happy I saw it, because I love this franchise, and this is it. This is the last X-Men movie with Fox, at least, and like, wow, really. Um, so I wanted to take it all in, because I knew this was it. No more after this, unless you count the New Mutants, which now is supposed to come out in April of 2020. Um, but it's weird, man. I don't even know what the New Mutants is. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know if it's like supposed to be part of this current X-Men franchise or whatever. Like, it's confusing, man. I don't know if it's part of its own universe, or that's what I mean, But, you know, and, this film was, had three things that were missing from it, which is understandable why, but it still felt kind of weird, kind of sad that these things weren't included. Those three things being, Hugh Jackman wasn't in this movie at all as Wolverine / Logan. Um, no Stan Lee cameo. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. And no post credit scene at all. Um, I don't know. I don't really consider this a flaw because, like I said, a lot of things that bothered people didn't bother me about this film. The way this movie ended, I think it's kind of supposed to be a throwback to the way the first X-Men movie ended, and with Charles and Eric playing chess. I don't know if you consider that a spoiler. Sorry if I may have spoiled that. I don't really consider that a spoiler. That's how the first one ended. They kind of ended this movie that way as well. But like when they ended this movie, not saying what happens at the end exactly, like the spoilery stuff. I'm gonna do a spoiler discussion for this, like right after this. But it was just like it's like they were like, yeah, just throw that scene and then just end it, just whatever. And I'm like, bruh, this is almost a 20-year long franchise that you've built up. You seriously just want to end it like that? Like this is a long franchise you've had for so long. You really just want to end it just like that? Like, but whatever. I still liked it a lot, and I'm glad I saw it today. I and like I guess that you could consider that like a negative. I don't know. I'm just listing off how I feel, honestly. Not in any type of order. I really love the acting in this film. Um, some of the acting, I will admit, was a little bit wooden, and I didn't come off as good as it could have. Like when Nicholas Hoult gets mad at a certain character in this movie. Not going to spoil anything. Um, Tells them it was your fault. I felt like you could have acted that scene better because that scene was intense. This movie was intense, man, and it had some pretty scary character moments. Honestly, like people were like scared of Jean Grey. Oh, that's another thing too. Sophie Turner, man, she was so beautiful in this movie. Like, I feel like I kind of fell in love whenever she came on screen, and that was a lot of times in this movie because, man, like, and that's another thing too. I like this thing about this movie. She's kind of the villain. I don't want to spoil nothing, but she's kind of the villain of this movie. But she is undoubtedly Jean Grey, the main character of this movie. Like easily, she's the main character of this movie. Um, in a kind of like in a Thanos type of way, but she's still the good guy at the same time. If that makes sense, I don't know, but I, I guess you could call this another flaw. Um, Jessica Chastain, I love her, and she's another one of my celeb crushes, but um, I don't really get her character. Like, she, I don't really, never heard of this character. She was pretty scary. She did scare me, I will admit, but she was a pretty boring character at the same time. Like, I'm saying the film was boring, but like, whenever she came on screen, I was like, oh man, honestly, I find you boring, your character. So please, find me a way to like you as a character. And that moment never came, unfortunately. But whatever. I still love Jessica Chastain. I still love this film. Um, and yeah, um, yeah, and I really did just have a blast watching this film. Um, like I said, for the most part, great acting, especially from James McAvoy. And I'm one of the few people who still loves Jennifer Lawrence. Honestly, man, people don't like her anymore, but I still like you, Jennifer Lawrence. You're still one of my favorite actresses. Man, you deserve better treatment, honestly, from people. And she wasn't in the movie too much. They did spoil something about Jennifer Lawrence's character in this film that I'm not gonna spoil in this thoughts video. Okay. I won't mention that, but up until that point, yeah, I thought she did good. Um, Give or take that cringy SJW pandering line. Um, but really, I really love the action in this film. I enjoyed the characters a lot, especially like Charles Xavier, um, and Jean Grey, of course, um, and I just like and Magneto. He was awesome in this movie. I'm gonna miss these actors as these characters, man. Um, I can't believe this was it. It actually makes me want to cry because this franchise means so much to me. At the same time, I'm super excited for X-Men to come into the MCU, bro. Like, for real, I'm so excited for that, man. Like, wow. Yeah, and I love the action scenes. A lot of the action was pretty dope, especially in like the final act of this film. I guess you could call this another little flaw. Um, in the final third, um, I thought it was the way that the scene played out. It was like it was the middle of the movie, and then eventually I realized, wait, this is actually the final act. Like the way that it played out was like it um was like the middle of a movie rather than the final act. Like the fact that it was the final act just came out of nowhere for me. Like, and I was like, oh yeah, well this is definitely the final act of the film. Like, wow, not what I imagined, but whatever. It was still an awesome fight scenes, awesome stuff near the end, and one thing, I love the outer space stuff in this movie. There's not too much of it, but I love that stuff, man. I'm a huge astronomy guy. I love outer space stuff, and the music, the music by Hans Zimmer. It was incredible. I love Hans Zimmer so much. He's my favorite movie composer of all time. And I can't believe he did the score for this movie. Like, I forgot he did the score to this movie. And oh man, the whole time during this film, I was just taken back by the beautiful score, man. I loved it. And it was my man Hans Zimmer the whole time. Like, wow. He's my favorite composer of all time. Um, Honestly. And I know he has bandwagon haters now because, people have turned to become bandwagon Christopher Nolan haters. But I'll always love my boy Hans Zimmer. He's the man. I don't care what any of you pretentious hipsters say. Love the score so much. I love the score. That might have been like the main reason I enjoyed this film. And it actually is quite different from X-Men: The Last Stand. Honestly, I love that film too, by the way. And there were some little teeny similarities to that film. This time, Jean Grey is the main character. Wolverine was still the main character of that film. And And I forgot what I was saying. Damn. And oh yeah, and the scene at the start there. In that film, there was a scene where Charles Xavier met Jean Grey as a little girl, and there's a scene exactly like that in this film. Yeah. Yeah. And I totally understand where certain characters are coming from, because especially between the X-Men, it was almost like an X-Men Civil War type of thing. That's what it felt like to me, at least. But yeah. Um, yeah. So yeah, this was it. This was the final Fox X-Men film. I'm so sad because this franchise means so much to me. It feels weird that it actually is coming to an end now. It seemed like that these films were just gonna keep coming and coming and coming, and I love that. But this is it, man. No more James McAvoy as Professor X. No more Sophie Turner as Jean Grey already. It's coming to the MCU though, so it's bittersweet. Like, cause I'm sad that this franchise has come to an end. And such a weird ending too, but I still like it, but not what I would have pictured it being for the end. Sad, man. But yeah, I love this film. Honestly, I'm one of the few people who will say that. I am gonna give X-Men Dark Phoenix. Like I said, it's not perfect, not by any means, but I'm gonna give Dark Phoenix, and call me crazy if you want, an 8 out of 10. Yes, 8 out of 10. Alright. Far from perfect. I was actually thinking about giving it a 9. In fact, I was actually very on board with giving it a 9. In fact, like I said, I was excited seeing this film, but I heard about all the negative reviews and stuff, so I was telling myself at the same time, just calm your excitement down for a second. Remember, most people hated this film, but I was excited for it, so I still lowered my expectations, but really, I did expect myself to have a great time watching this film in cinemas, honestly. I really did, and I did, you know. I, so yeah, I'm not surprised that I ended up enjoying this film a lot, actually. So yeah. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for Dark Phoenix. That's it for the X-Men franchise for Fox, and can't wait for it to go into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, man. Yeah, bittersweet. I love this franchise and stuff, but yeah, you know what I mean. So yep, that was my thoughts on X-Men Dark Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen. What did you guys think of the film? Tell me what you guys thought in the comments below. I still plan on doing a couple more videos for tonight, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm dead freaking tired. So yeah. So I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this thoughts video. Peace out.